going to show you, I'm going to tell you and show you how I made this. I did a video and I bought a new phone and stuff got transferred over. And my videos did, but they're stuck in my Google Photos and it just won't go into my video editing app. So I'm just going to tell you how I made it because I didn't want to go out and buy everything all over again. It turned out so pretty. When I seen the M&Ms, peanut M&M box, yellow and brown, sunflowers. I love to coordinate. I think it just makes everything look so beautiful and pretty when everything is just so cohesive and blends together. So I'm going to show you how I did the base, kind of. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, and just show you how I did my tulle. My candy, I kind of do the same as in my Valentine one. All right. So I got this box. It was at Hobby Lobby. It's $5.99 and it's in the wedding aisle, and I got it 50% off. So I got it for $3. That is not a bad deal. And it measures, it's 5 by 5. I'm showing you on these box of bunch of crunch. They're too big. You have to use the M&M ones because they come just to the corner here. And you can see on here that you can see a corner. You can see it doesn't, they're not flush, but it still hides the box. So I'm just showing you for video purposes on how I taped them together. So I line them up, make sure the words are all facing the same, tip them over, make sure they're straight, and I get my tape dispenser. I had mentioned this before. I get it at Walmart. It clips, it turns, you can refill this. I was using Dollar Tree tape, but I've seen this at Walmart and it is Scotch Super Hold. I don't remember how much I got, how much it was. I got 3 boxes in a package, and there's like 800 inches and it's 3/4 inch wide. So, and it's clear, it's super strong. But this, I think I got it for like $7, maybe not, if that. Now I seen it and it's like $10 to $12. But it's worth it. I love it. It's a Scotch and it turns, yeah, you will love it. So I use it all the time when I'm doing this. It keeps your hands free. And if I get a piece of tape, here's a great tip. If I get a piece of tape, if I'm doing anything with anything sticky tape and I get it stuck on my fingers and you're trying to get it in your garbage, you're sitting there for a whole minute or whatever trying to get this piece of tape in the garbage. Take and stick it to the corner of your work surface. Mine is elevated so I can do that. And then when I get a bunch of tape, then I can take it and stick it in the garbage. But one piece of tape every time, it drove me crazy. So that's what I do. I just stick it to the corner. So with this one, it's 5 by 5. These are too wide, but I'm just showing you how I taped them together. So you're gonna take your tape and you're gonna make sure they're lined up and straight, and you're gonna go right down where both of the boxes meet. And I do about 3 pieces of tape just so I know it is secure. But you're gonna use M&M boxes or what other candy is gonna fit from these sides, because you can see that it's not, they're not right close together, but I'm still covering up my box. And I put tape. I had some really wide scrapbook tape that I bought off of Amazon, and it's 2 inch wide, and I did 1 roll up here and on here. And if they want to take this apart and they want the container, they can figure out what to do with it. So I taped 2 of each together. I had the regular and the peanut, so I taped 2, 2, and 2, so I had 4 sets. And then I took my tape put my tape on here, took the backing off, and taped them right to here. So you have this taped like this. You have your tape, if you're using some kind of double-sided tape, something that's strong, and tape it here. Or if you want to glue it, whatever you want to do. The tape was easier. And then you're just going to take 2 of them and stick them to the front. Then you're going to turn it, and I alternated them. And I wanted the yellow in the front because that's my colors. And then I did 2 on the side. And you just have to line them up with your corners and everything. So it just looks like this. And then I did my little picks on a skewer and some floral tape. So I bought, and this is kind of hard to see, tulle is just kind of hard to see. So I have 2 pieces, and you can cut it as big or as small as you want. And these are 2 rectangles, and they're about 6 by 9 inches. And there's 2 pieces. And then I folded, and I offset them. And then I'm going to fold them again, so I kind of have a triangle, okay? And then I'm going to take my skewer, and I'm going to set it right in the middle, down there, and I'm going to wrap that around there. However you want to wrap that around there, just get that skewer in there. So we have it like this. And you're going to take and wrap it, put it about 1 inch or more on the tulle. And then you're just going to kind of twist it and wrap that. And then you're going to take your floral tape that I got from the Dollar Tree, and you're going to wrap it around that tulle and the stick. And it might move until you get down to the stick and get off the tulle. And then you're just going to go all the way down. And it helps if you just have this in your hand like this, your finger and your thumb, hold on to it, and then twirl the end. And you don't have to go all the way down because it's going to get covered up. This one I did add a leaf when I was still up here wrapping. And if you don't like it, when you're going to use it, you take it out. So I did yellow and brown. And then I bought the foam bricks from the Dollar Tree. I put those in. Some of them I did glue on the bottom. If you get them in snug enough, you probably don't have to glue it. The candy bars is the same way I've done them before. I take a skewer, make sure you have the word is up, the skewer's on the bottom, and you're going to fold this flap open, and you're going to lay your stick, and you're going to tape it. I tape it probably 2-3 times, just because it's bigger and it's heavier if you want to use a couple of sticks. But on these ones, I only used 1. And then maybe I just felt the tape was better, it was going to be more secure. And then you're going to fold that flap closed. You're going to fold it over the stick, and then you're going to tape that shut. Okay? And there you have your candy bar. So I did my little ones like that. And then I bought, and I found out, I bought my ribbon at the Dollar Tree, the bows. And there was ones I was using before that were not as curly as this. Get the curly, really curly ones, because when you tie the looser ones on, you pull out the curl, and then you gotta recurl them. These ones, you don't have to do that. It works great. Let me show you. Need a pair of scissors. And I don't know, I just ended up buying those if it was because of the color, because I had yellow. And it worked out great. It's like, oh, I just saved myself a step, and it didn't cost me any more money. And then I always double knot it. And you don't have to use the bow if you don't want to, but it just, there's a little bit there. But basically, you don't have to recurl it. So get the really curly bows. So then I got my flowers in, and I started with my candy bars, my bigger ones, and I kind of angle them in like this. And I did the same. I have peanut M&Ms back here, and then I have some large Snicker bars, and most of my candy I think I got at the Dollar Tree. Probably not my bigger candy bars. Walmart has like 6 Hershey bars for over $3, I think, maybe 4. I think it's 4 something. And then I got the little packages of the candy bars at the Dollar Tree. Put those on sticks. And when I do the smaller ones, I will still do them on a full-size stick because I don't know how long or short I'm gonna need this stick until I actually do it. Then I can cut it, and you can save this, the shorter part. If you cut it in half, save it, okay? So I pretty much did all my candy bars. I didn't do really anything else besides candy bars, so they're all taped on the same. The M&M package is taped the same way, okay? And so then I got my flowers in, and I got to backtrack. I got my flowers in, then I put my tulle in. So now I'm going to reveal how I did the back. So I started with my tulle, and I wanted to make sure it was up, so above the candy, so I don't put the candy in yet. Let me backtrack. The flowers go in first. You have your foam in, then you're going to do your tulle, okay? And leave your sticks with your tulle, leave those long until you know where you're going to need shorter ones and how long, okay? You can always cut it, but you can't make it longer. So then after we got our tulle in, then I started adding the candy, okay? So then I start with the bigger ones, and I work my way down toward the front. I added my flower, metal flower, and my butterfly. Those are both from the Dollar Tree. I added those at the very end. And if you need to rearrange your flowers once you start getting your candy in, that's fine. I kind of had to arrange mine a few times. My sunflowers, I got some at the Dollar Tree and then other ones at Hobby Lobby. So it really turned out nice. I think it is so pretty. I made one before and did a video, and something had happened with my video, and I gave it to my tax lady, my CPA, and she just loved it. So and then with the back, I just took pieces of tulle and just started tucking them in around the sticks. And you don't have to glue it because it's gonna stay, but it just kind of fills it in, and then they can take the tulle out and use it because it's not glued, it's not taped or anything. So I did that through the whole back, and I kind of like it. I mean, if you want to use tissue paper that way, you can do tissue paper, whatever you want to do. But nobody's gonna really see the back unless they have it sitting in the middle of a table or whatever, but I just do it one-sided. So I think it turned out really pretty. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And I really wish I could have did the video, but it's pretty similar. And then I wrapped a bow. I got my ribbon at Hobby Lobby, and this is kind of like a brown. So I didn't have a lot of the brown, so that's why I just tied a knot. So that went on last also. But it's just, I think it turned out just gorgeous. I love the colors. Even though it is spring, it's more fallish, but when I seen this, I thought of sunflowers. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If there's any videos you guys want me to do, please let me know, because sometimes I'm just kind of not knowing if I need to do gnome videos all the time, or candy bouquet, or what. I know some of my other home decor videos aren't doing well, but that's okay. So please leave me comments if there's tutorial something you are wanting to know how to do, you're not sure where to start, just leave me a comment. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to join my crafting community and click on that bell, and that will notify you each time I upload a new video. If you already have subscribed to my crafting community, my channel, thank you for supporting me and joining. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.